What is going on, guys? Today for the video we are starting out going to our buddy Russell's house with all the Fords. He's gonna weld up some, or actually just tack up some exhaust pipe for us. Took yesterday off. Some behind the scenes stuff going on that you guys will know about very, very soon. We are actually almost to 40,000 subscribers. I do have something, actually I wanted to do it at like 30, but this is taking a little bit longer. But I got some big stuff in the works behind the scenes, so if I take a day off here or there, I'm actually working on that, just not sitting back on my butt. But anyway, when we get back, we have some mail time stuff, and we have some other just general items that I just want to discuss for a couple minutes. So we're gonna go to Russell's house, get these things tacked up. That's the plan.
Yes, sir.
Hey, bud. Gregory! I brought Jesse in the camera.
Good morning. How we doing?
Morning?
Yeah, well, I just woke up a little while ago.
Well, just woke up.
I try not to work too hard during the week. Take Monday and Fridays. If it rains or it's real sunny, you don't go out. And you can work on Wednesdays a little bit.
Are you getting ready to go somewhere?
Yeah, we're going out this weekend.
Where are you heading?
We're going to go flip over in a ditch somewhere in the Razor.
There you go.
You want to ride, Greg?
Yeah. Not with you, you lunatic.
He only rode with me once. He'll never ride with me again.
Never
He's
again.
scared.
Never again.
Don't be a wimp.
Russell also plays though, when you're gonna be sketchy, you gotta be the right amount of safe. At least he wears a helmet when he drives like a lunatic.
Helmets and harness. Gotta come home alive, right?
Close your eyes, channel. Channel needs to get its own small MIG welder so we could actually tack up our own exhaust pipes before bringing them to Russell.
Somebody buy him a TIG welder so I don't have to see him.
No, I don't want a TIG welder. I'm not TIGging. I just want a small MIG. That way I can.
The channel wants to see you give it a try.
No, I want to tack. I want to just be able to tack and then bring to you.
That's the better bet.
People want to see your.
Instead he comes by with duct tape pipes put together.
Hey, easy. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. We're making it happen, right? That's hot.
I was gonna say that's probably a little warm.
Probably a little. Did you even get where I cleaned there, Dingling?
I don't know.
No. Okay, thank you.
See you tomorrow. Have a great afternoon.
Bye.
Bye, love you, bye.
Bye, love you, bye. Have a good night.
Got it.
Alrighty, guys, back at the shop finally. Huge thank you to Russell to tacking those up. Like I mentioned, we don't have even just a little MIG jobby here, so I bring everything over to him. One of these days I will end up getting a little MIG welder just so I can at least tack them and learn to MIG stuff better. I really don't have any interest in learning how to TIG, but I would like to learn how to MIG. So anyway, finally got a half decent day out here. It's a little cloudy, but at least it's better than raining and just crappy. So a couple things I want to address real quick before we get to the rest of the video. First thing being that I do have a crack in the frame. I know a lot of people saw that and mentioned that in the comments. It wasn't like I was trying to hide it from you guys. I just literally haven't gotten to addressing it. We are gonna get it fixed. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would do. I've never fixed the cracked frame, so I don't know if it needs to be welded, plated and welded, whatever. I know it's kind of like a common thing on first gen, so I've never really dealt with that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think as far as fixing that crack. It actually does go up. There's a little hole, and then there's a little bit not as bad up top there as well. So we do have to get that addressed. I didn't see it when we got the truck. It was so caked with crap, and after cleaning it, having the wheels off and everything, then we finally noticed it. But I'm not really too concerned about it. It does need to be fixed, but it's not the end of the world. So next thing is I did get a second gen intercooler. I did pressure test it yesterday. I did film a little bit of that, which I'll put in here now. So as you can tell, definitely was leaking. I couldn't even get 10 pounds of pressure in it, so this is pretty much just a hunk of scrap at this point. If it was even like minorly leaking, I'd be like, okay, run it for a little while before I get something different, but it's not even worth the time to put in there right now. So I'm not completely sure on what exactly I want to do. I've been looking at second gen aftermarket intercoolers, which will probably end up here, but for now, for the time being, we might just clean up the stock one, throw that back in there, throw the factory intercooler piping back in there, just for the sake of getting this thing done back on the road. The other thing I forgot to do before, which is not really a huge deal, I can still do it, is I did want to drill and tap the manifold for the EGT probe, which again, I still can do. Next on the list, we finally did get our Mishimoto radiator in here, so we do have that to go back in, so we are slowly getting all the parts we need to put this thing back together.
Good old No Boost here. Had to run out for a phone call, work related. And come back, old Greg Ace here putting the housing back on.
So what we did is I had to take it off. I had a spare T3 gasket, so I was like, you know what, let's just take it off just to vacuum everything out, because I couldn't leave it alone. So I took it off. I got the whole finished drilled and tapped, got a steel plug in there now. One thing to note, which me being dumb and forgot, I don't even know if I've ever honestly tapped the stock manifold. Usually if we just get a manifold, it already comes plugged, but seeing that this is divided, you can see we are kind of close to the edge here, which we luckily were just far enough away to get this in and work to get it tapped. But if you are going to tap your stock manifold, make sure you pick a bank, which that's an honest mistake, I will admit to that. But we're good to go now. Got her all tightened back up. Now we're going to continue with the hood stack, I believe.
Live and learn, boys. Live and learn.
Which going to make a lot of people happy.
A lot of people not so happy.
Not so happy. So we are now going to continue with the turbo installation.
We got the center section in. Everything is all bolted up now. We got her all lubed up. We're just using, or Greg's in there, getting the gasket for the drain. We got everything all tightened up. Said ready for our hood stack. Uh-oh, what do we have here? Our UPS man hooking us up as always. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So, UPS man came, and for the one and only No Boost. Woohoo! That one's from our man Mikey G, GAROFALO Enterprises. Thank you. And I don't really know who this one's from, so gotta cut them open here shortly, see what we got. All right, guys, so as Jesse mentioned, we got the oil feed all hooked up, got the turbo pre-lubed, got the extended drain that I showed you guys before all hooked up. It actually is a little too long. There's no low spots or high spots in it. It does flow freely, but it is just a little bit longer for my liking. I would like it maybe just like an inch or two shorter. So the pipes that we welded up, I didn't even actually cut. This is a 8-inch length with a 4-inch radius bend, I believe. Not maybe inch, but it's an 8-inch length here, 8-inch length here, and it is a 4-inch they measure length here. But it's basically almost one of the tightest radiuses you can get in a 4-inch pipe, and it pretty much lines up perfectly. You can see I got clearance in the back, clearance for the transmission dipstick tube, and where we have the center of the hole, I pretty much just put a little mark with my finger, and when I close the hood, not even messing with any cutting of any pipes, pretty much lines up dead on right with that hole. So we are pretty much almost ready to make everybody cringe and bust out the hole saw. I was putting this up on here, I grabbed the hole saw, and I realized this is a 7-inch stack. So when we've been putting this on here, I didn't even realize that that is a 7-inch pipe compared to a 6-inch that I ordered and that we were getting, which
I actually don't feel too bad because that actually looked a little too big to me and I couldn't really figure out why. And that's why. Because that's a 7-inch stack. Now, what's nice is we have this nice 6-inch stack here, which we can then cut, which I wasn't going to use anyway. It's a little scratched right in the middle, which works out perfectly. So we can cut that here, have a miter cut, and then also cut a section out down here, have a flat top that you guys can decide which one you like a little bit better. As you can see in the background, we got a couple more boxes from our buddies at Fleece, which we will open up a little bit later on here shortly, so stay tuned for that. The hood stack kit that we are going to be using is from Grand Rock, and basically what I like about their kit is, if I could find the other section of it. So the Grand Rock kit comes with this beauty ring. It also has a ring underneath, which I don't have here yet, which set screws go in here attached to the bottom, so basically sandwiches the hood. Then this piece down here, it's more common on 3rd gens, but basically you can adjust this, you know, this way, that way. You know, it rotates that way. You can get it perfectly straight up on the hood. It's not crooked, it doesn't go with the hood. You can self-adjust it, so that's what we're going to be using. Now, while we're on the talk of hood stacks, we do have another kit in this box, and basically this is from Cody Williams. He's the owner of Blacklist Fab. He reached out to me and asked if he could send me a hood stack kit that he makes, which we're going to go over, which I'm not putting on right now, but we are possibly going to get this powder coated and possibly use this down the road. This is this kit and style that he uses. Basically welds a flange onto the bottom, so this would slide up from the bottom. And this is the beauty ring that he makes for him, which I actually like the design. It's a really nice, cool design. So you would see that on the top of your hood if you wanted to get that chrome or black. But he basically sells this for $70. Now, that is a pretty good deal if you ask me. If you want to get in touch with him, his Instagram is Blacklist Fab, or his personal one is Cody Williams 43. I'll put it up on the screen. He did send us some other goodies here, which look completely awesome. That is sick. Gotta have to get that powder coated. That looks cool. I want to hang that in the shop. Got a sweet American Force one, which is actually already black, which looks really sweet. So he basically does a lot of CNC fab work, stuff like that. So look at his Instagram. He's got a lot of stuff on there. Hey, Jesse, he's even got a couple cutouts of you. Look at that. Maybe that's me and you.
Ooh, hot stuff.
That's not even a girl. That's you, buddy.
That's the belly of
Woo,
me.
doggy. Oh, look at that little bottle opener. Look at that. Nice. Thank you very much, Cody. We appreciate it. And this is the stainless hardware. Ooh. And some Teddy Grahams. Yo, Andy, check it out.
Oh, dude, that's sick as heck.
Heck yeah, get that nice powder coated up. It actually looks pretty cool all rusted out, too. Thank you. We appreciate that. That stuff's definitely getting hung in the shop. And that's it. All right, let's cut some holes. So I didn't even realize it because we're just over here just blabbing. Andrew's like, did they forget a couple letters?
Harley Davids.
Harley Davids.
As far as I know, the company was never called Harley Davids. So
that's okay.
I think they just forgot to cut it out.
That's all right.
Did someone make that?
It's the thought that counts. Yeah, somebody cut that out. Well, it was just laying around his shop. He said so.
He was rushed for time. He was like, "Oh, I should have gonna."
It's all good. We love it. Thank you.
Cool as hell.
Harley Davids. Alrighty guys, so don't mind these 7-inch lines. That's not where it's going to be. Basically what we ended up doing was drilling actually one little test hole and then seeing where we were within that 6-inch circle and then drilling the test hole for the other one. So basically through a trial of opening and closing the hood, we figured out what the exact center point was. We're going to take this off now, get that out of the way, close the hood, now drill the hole. Basically, when it comes to this stuff, especially if you have a really, really nice truck or a nice hood, you definitely want to measure about 17 times and drill once. You don't want to mess this up. So basically, you know, you just want to remember too, when the hood is closing, you got to compensate for the swing of the hood. So if you got it too far forward, you go to shut the hood, you're going to be off forward or backwards. So you definitely want to account for, you know, and it helps that the grill is out, so I can pretty much just see right up inside here and know that that is pretty much right on.
Dead beans.
Well, hopefully. Anyway, I've been known to be wrong before, so we're gonna take this off. We'll probably end up doing, seeing that we got so many open things in here, we'll probably end up throwing a blanket down over top of this as well, just to get any shavings off. And of course, if you're looking at the hood, you can see the most perfect shiny spot on this entire truck happens to be that hole right where we're gonna drill. So if you are hood stack shy, you might want to close your eyes now. We are gonna do this. All right. All right, there she is. Gosh dang hole in the hood. So, like I mentioned before, they have this really nice beauty ring that sits kind of down in here like that. Slides down in, then another piece comes from the bottom. Now, the only thing that I think Grand Rock really kind of messed up on, and I don't know why, but I mean, it's got to be a little bit bigger for tolerances, but as you can see, the 6-inch hole saw did not trim the entire way of what we need to slide these tongs down in the hole. So I marked that out now, and what I'm going to have to do is basically just do it by hand almost with a grinder, is go around here and open that up even more. So we're going to do that now. All right, so once you got all of the inside ground down, I pretty much got it exactly where we want it. Mark the holes. That rotates just a little bit right there. So then what you want to do is, and on 3rd gens that I've done these on as well, you do have to trim a little bit underneath there. This ring is basically, this steel ring is basically what it bolts to and sandwiches. So that is what you then got to cut this out so it then sits flat on here. So cutting that out a little bit, cutting that out a little bit. Get that done, and then we are getting close to throwing her on there, boys. Ryan, don't look.
Hello.
Ryan, don't look. We're cutting holes in the hood.
You ruined it.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, channel.
What do you think?
He doesn't. I
don't agree with this.
He don't agree. He don't agree with it.
No.
Not a fan.
You don't know what you're talking about. All right, so we got everything cleaned up here. All the holes are drilled. They actually, I forgot to give you a nice little gasket here for it as well, which lovely Vanna Jessie over here showing you. So now that we got the bolts in there, put this up a little bit. Do a little test fit action here. Now that that's done, you put these guys in.
No, this has got to be tons of fun.
Stop being such a... There you go. And then that can go as little or as high as you want. So now we need to cut the stack. Well, we got to paint that. But
I'm gonna say you're not powder coating that.
yeah, we got to paint that. But Ryan,
What did I do?
what didn't you do? All right.
Man, that's like wonton tacos.
Yeah, there you go. Get a little polish job. Be good to go. You're gonna get some virus and your flies open.
Perfect.
Run it.
There we go, boys.
Look at that.
Okay, done.
That's it.
All right,
Tack her down.
take her to the next shelf.
Time to go.
SEMA 2018. Here we come.
They have 17 yet.
Well, I might need another year to get ready. I mean, come on, this is just the start. Jesse's farting.
Bye.
Bye, love you, bye. Bye, love you, bye.
Yeah, watch the water.
You're retaining water in your yard. I know. Sue me. Oh, man.
Our tape weld job.
Our tape weld. Russell! Damn it.
Russell talks shit on us, and that's what happens.
That's what happens when you don't have a damn little MIG job welder. We got to get one of them.
All right.
Who's got one for sale? Send it to the P.O. box. I'll send you money. All right, so what we were just about ready to show you.
We're gonna retape this. Hold on.
We're gonna retape this. Okay, pause.
Our tape weld job moved some stuff.
You see that fitment? You see that fitment?
Wow. Butter.
Okay, now throw in the pipe on here.
Let me butter your bread, boy.
You just don't get much more. You just don't get much more good than that.
Right in the center of that hole.
Yep, the hood's not lasting.
Yeah.
But.
So.
Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the length, about the miter. I'll put the. See, you can see it's kind of crooked. That's why those things are there. You can kind of move that down just a little bit, get it perfect. But that's the miter. It was a little bit shorter down in the hole.
Yeah.
So maybe like another inch shorter than this. Or the flat top. Again, maybe that height, maybe just a little bit shorter, and obviously it's crooked because... Alrighty guys, let me know what you think, comment down below. Just a little explanation. I texted Russell just a little bit ago and said, hey, we're all set for tonight. Hood stack's done. We can fully weld it up for tomorrow if you're good. He's like, come right now, I'll do it right now. So instead of this bleeding into tomorrow, we are actually just going to head over to Russell's now. It's about 9 o'clock. He's gonna weld this up completely tonight, and then it will be done. So as far as tomorrow goes, we will be doing mail time and going over Jesse's boxes. He got about 4 boxes in today, so we'll go over completely what Jesse's boxes are tomorrow, but we're gonna finish welding this up here, and then I'll catch up with you guys when we're done. You should have heard Jesse. Yeah, this is our weldable blue weld tape. Hey, it worked good. It holds
Weld
it.
through tape.
It holds it. Look at that.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Cut a little section and we'll tack her up.
Alrighty, 3 welds later, we're all done. Not bad for some aluminized crappy pipe.
Wrap it up, paint it black.
Thanks, buddy.
We're good to go.
Fueled by Monster.
Absolutely.
All right,
Making horsepower in a Ford garage.
warm
right?
enough. Yeah, I know it's a Ford garage. Get out of here with that Ford garage talk. Even driving a Ford.
Bothering me at 10 o'clock at night.
I didn't buy. Hey, you said to come over.
I could be having strawberries with the wife right there.
I thought you were gonna say something else right there.
I have to behave. Channel friendly.
Strawberries and something else. Oh, excuse me. All right, guys, battery died. That is going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button before you guys leave. I will see you guys tomorrow. See you.